Okay, now here we go. It's another week. What an amazing week. Past week, amazing opportunities. Markets really are moving overall. Last week I did a special on the Great British Pound because of all the Brexit news and the huge moves the pound is making at the moment. And now also it's time to do the same for the US dollar related pairs. This is the dollar index. We can see prices moving within this channel, and from the top of this channel, the almost 100 level, we are seeing now this huge drop. And I don't need to explain. I think that if the dollar is moving as fast as this, related to a couple of dollar pairs, these are big moves. So enough for this. We are in this channel. The first level broke, second level broke, is just all the way down. We are meeting resistance here in the near future, so a potential pullback is likely. But this is where we are heading from now. So let's go to the Forex pairs. Before we go into all the US pairs, I want to first do a little analysis on a Great British Pound Swiss franc. I asked on Instagram who wanted me to do an analysis on what. Well, somebody specifically asked for this pair. Like I said last week, this is moving pretty aggressively. I hope you took a lot of profits already. At the moment, we are still very bullish, of course. If you ask me, I think this for now is a level to be watching, and therefore before that one, it would be, of course, this level over here, which was a resistance and now is turning support. So we finished the week after a bullish run. We are still in a strong green candle at the end of the week, so it's bullish from here on out. I don't know your trading style or your risk management rules or anything, but I am bullish. Also, if price drops all the way down to the 21 level here, I'm still. Oh no, let's make that 23. I'm still bullish because the bigger picture is showing me that. Once again, trade by your own rules and your own insights, but I would consider taking this trade above the 2600 level. So yes, that's for the British pound, Swiss franc. And if you watched my analysis of last week, you know even more about this pair. So I think I'm happy to be of assistance, to share my thoughts, and that helps for you. Well, let's start with the most obvious one, the euro-dollar related pair. This all plays out just, I was putting on the charts earlier. Let's go to the daily chart. Yes, we have shifted into a bullish market after this huge decline. Over here, we are now getting into bullish territory. For sure, we are there already, especially the last couple of days. To get more specific, what would I do on Monday? Doesn't say that you should be doing that, but if I would trade this, I definitely want to, of course, wait for a pullback first, and then I would be happy to enter the trade again. Even from a trend trading perspective or range swing trading perspective, I really need price to come back, because this was an important level. I'm expecting price to come back, not very steep, but I think we will have some confluence once price starts to move to the side, or form a flag coming back into this support level, and also this trend line. So I would maybe price will go higher first, but eventually that would be a setup. So I would, I hope you get my picture. This is a overbought situation. If I jump into this trade, not a lot of risk reward is there, and also maybe on the hour chart, but it's kind of hard. Of course your stop needs to be below this level. This is the first real obvious level I would expect. So so no, maybe you can extend the trade that's already going on, if you're still in it. If not, then we're still looking for a re-entry on this one. Let's continue to more dollar-related pairs. This one has been moving. I did an analysis. I was waiting for a reversal around this this pattern over here, a lot of pin bars, some kind of a head and shoulder, yes indeed, and then we had finally this huge drop. I think by the time it happened, this trend line like this would have been supportive of that. Here's kind of the same thing. I would not jump into this trade at the moment. I really would like to see first a maybe it will happen around this level over here, some bounce, some pullback, and then watch what happens on the pullback and how far it will go, and then of course we will jump in when it continues to drop, if it does of course. What else do we got? We got the Australian dollar against the US dollar. This one is quite interesting because this is actually one of the few pairs that is not really fully formed yet. There is some super potential in this one, so don't get me wrong. Where did this come from? I'll move this to the absolute low. Yes, well, this is quite obvious. I can draw it all the way back down back to here, so you can see that this is a level that makes sense. But we are just this reversal needs to be completed. First, we need to take out this what is it? Let's say 688, so almost a 69 level, and preferably, of course, we would like to see a rally and a retest, and then we'll go. But with stops just below here, I think this is really ready, set, go situation for now. So manage your trading size, and you know this can go quite a way. quite an interesting trade from a trend trading perspective, probably, but some consolidation. It's trading, so what we see right now, if we analyze next week, we can still be in some consolidation. So it never shoots up and then skyrockets. This is quite likely to make a bounce or a deeper retracement first before it will go off. But all that said, I am 100% bullish on this one as well. Then we have New Zealand dollar, quite similar of course to the Australian dollar a lot of the time. I don't know if it makes sense to put something in here. Yes, it does. So let's see where we will meet our first resistance from a trend line idea. This is kind of like the Australian dollar, US dollar. This is we broke out of the trend, we broke out of this channel, we started moving. Yeah, I think this is ready to go from here on out. I'll adjust this trend line from here, and I will put this in place. I prefer I would prefer a pullback to get into this trade. You know, it's the same situation, of course. I want to get in on pullbacks, and I don't want to jump the trade once things are going. This one has been a while since I traded the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, but we know that, okay, this is coming up just around the corner. What does that say? Okay, this is interesting, because if you would miss this, okay, this is quite a level to be watching. So I'm expecting a bounce off of this level here first, and then we will let's get this off here. Yeah, so we have ourselves a new channel. I don't prefer to trade this one actually, because we are at the bottom of this this level. That's just coming up. Also, we have this level here, also around the corner. So there's quite some things that are going on in the direction price is going. But if this bounces and moves back up, then we have ourselves, this is the weekly chart, so there is some room from a daily chart idea, but for now I prefer to trade it like this. Yes, and that's all because we just noticed that this huge trend line is coming up. So yeah, that's it for now. Not my preferred trade. This one has been a while as well. Japanese yen. I'm from Europe, so actually the whole Asian sessions I'm asleep most of the time, so I not really trade a lot of Asian indices or Forex or whatever. we are in a range. That's quite obvious. I think we can say that price has broken out of this trend line over here as well, and is now going to the upside. So we have some huge interesting moves on the dollar related pair. So this is something quite similar to the Australian and New Zealand setup, where we are going we've just shifted, and we are just heading into the new direction, which most of the time is a great way and a great area to be going in. This is analysis of from weeks ago. I deliberately put everything on I do. This has changed a bit, so if we want to use this trend line that we used over here, this one, I need to put it now like this. So yes, this is in fact quite the level for a bounce, and once this bounces up, I often try to explain people that trading and looking for a high risk reward trades is like looking to draw some stairs, some stairways on your chart. We came down, we came back. This is the first staircase lower, and we are now looking for another staircase, but it hasn't formed yet. So we are looking. I'm looking for a move back up here to form a new staircase, and if this support turns indeed resistance, and also this trend line plays out the way we are expecting it, then we are ready to go again. I'm here to not take a lot of trades. I'm here to take the best trades and share the best trades. So that's what is going on. For what it's worth, I don't really use the RSI or something like that, but of course we can see that this is in fact going lower. From an oversold perspective, you know, I don't really do that. So just let's just forget it. Let's put it like this. This is the setup. Yes, man. There's a lot of dollar-related action this week. Great to see that. I think we're through. I think we have got all the huge pairs for now. Let's put in a little bonus. Maybe this one. Why not? Moves pretty nice. Yes, well, it's had quite a move, and right now it's looking to come back into. This is the weekly. Don't forget that. So this is the price is coming back into a interesting level. Needless to say, that would be here. And if we get a bounce, then we have a interesting risk reward setup as well on this one. So yeah, it needs some time. We need to see what happens once we reach this this trend level over here, trend line, and of course I think this support over here. I don't know if it's. Yeah, we can pull it up a little bit, so it makes more sense. Yes, this is even better. We got it as resistance, and here it was support. So yes, most definitely, this is a interesting setup to me. Thing I do with setups like these is this is what I'm looking for. Confluation of the support and supportive trend line. That would be an interesting area to look for a bounce. So that's a little bonus. I think we are through. I have some random US dollar pair I see over here. Okay, let's see what happened over here. I was looking at this from in the past as well. Okay, it looked like we were getting out of this upward channel. We had some consolidation for quite a while because this is the weekly, so this took great for range trading, but this took some time. And then we finally pushed through to the upside, and now we are still moving that way. So what are we getting here? Yeah, well, it's a strong move still, but this is not something I can be trading right away. This is and we need way more information to do that. So forget this one. Yeah, I thought maybe a little bonus, but I would not trade it. Let's adjust some of the trend lines here. Yes, we get some interesting levels. Forget it. Again, US dollar all the week was a great week, and hope we will get just as a great week as we did last week. Thanks for watching.